Hi friends, it's Carolyn Zook here with C-Zook Stitch, and today is Saturday, May 15th, 2021. Welcome to my channel about cross stitch. I'm so glad that you're here. You can see we have a Simon here who's going to join us. He's been sitting on the back of the couch lately. It's a relatively new thing for him, but we'll take it. And I have my StitchCon shirt on. I think last week I told you that I wasn't unfortunately able to go, but I had already ordered the t-shirt and I also ordered a long sleeve t-shirt. So I thought I would wear it today and be thinking about everybody who's going to be able to go to StitchCon. So that's really exciting. I'm not through all the comments yet from last week, but thank you to all of those who did comment. I am going to get through and reply to everyone. I just appreciate everyone's support on this crazy house hunt. We are now up to 9 offers extended. 8 have been refused, and 1 I'm waiting on. I think I find out on Monday whether or not I get it. So we are up to 9 different offers. And someone stated that, it's really great that you found, well, at the time, as of last week, it was 7 offers. But somebody said, it's really great that you found 7 homes that you liked enough to put offers in on. And that's very true, and I'm very grateful for that. There are a lot of great homes out here, and I'm very grateful, and I know mine is out there, so we'll just keep trucking along till we get an accepted offer. That's really the only update I have. This past week was finishing up final grades from the semester and getting ready for summer session, which starts on Monday. Summer session is a very intense, I've never taught it before, but it's basically a semester worth of content crammed into 6 weeks. So I will be teaching Monday through Thursday for a couple hours each day. So it'll be super intense, but I'm excited to make some changes to the content that maybe didn't work as well as I thought it would when I developed the class for spring semester. So that will be happening starting on Monday. All right, let's get into it. I think this is going to be a pretty short video because I don't have a whole lot to share with you today. But I do have some finishes to share with you. The first up is, this is for Mania, I am doing what I'm calling Mini Mania. So all these smalls that I have sitting around, I'm trying to get them done. This one is by Rivaris. It's called The Stockings Were Hung, and it is from the Just Cross Stitch Christmas Ornaments 2019 issue. This is what it will look like, and I actually really like the finishing on this, so I'm going to try to copy it as much as I can. And I got the stitching done. Sorry, it's not wrinkly. It's not ironed. But I got this done. This is quite fun, and I just really like the little, I don't know if you can see, but there's little snow on top of each of the letters, and that makes such a big difference. So I went in and did that last. So I did all the letters first and then went back in and out of the snow. I mean, it's in the pattern. I didn't come up with the idea. Rivaris came up with the idea, Livia. And it makes such a difference. It makes such a difference. So I really like this, and I'm excited to finish it. Very similar to how she did. What I want to do is make it like a doorknob hanging. So make it into a pillow, but put a little hanger of some sort so it can hang on a doorknob with some little jingle bells. This took me 8 hours total to finish. So I didn't finish it all last Sunday. So I'm only working on my minis on Sunday. So in place of my Sunday spin for this month. So I kind of spilled over into Monday, which is fine because I did want to make sure I finished this. So it took me 8 hours total. And this, my goal on this was the S in Daisy for the acrostic this month. The acrostic is Daisy. And so this counted for the S for stockings. This is just you can tell it's just a random scrap of 18 count fiddler's cloth and light oatmeal I had sitting around. So I thought this was a really good use for that. And there might even be enough over here to do a teeny tiny small, maybe not. We'll see. But yeah, this is why I keep those scraps. So that is stockings. So that will go into, I have a pile of finished charts that need to be fully finished, which I'll plan to do sometime after I move, when I have access to all of my items. My allergies are pretty bad today. So forgive me if I'm sniffling, and it's just that time of year, I guess. And I do have my back patio door open to get some fresh air in, which isn't great for the allergies, but, you know, feels really nice for the fresh air. So if you hear birds or cars, my balcony looks over the apartment parking lot. So not a great view, but all right. Next up, we have Halloween at Acorns Hollow. This is one of my Whip Go pieces that were called for this month. My goal for this year is to finish this block and this block, so the first 2 blocks. And this is the first time it's been called for Whip Go on the Whip. It's on my Whip Go board twice. It's been called once so far. So I did finish my time. I aim for 15 hours as my goal for each Whip Go draw, and I got 15 and a half hours in. And I finished block 1 and got a start on block 2. So let's take a look. And this one is on 32 count Vanilla Latte by Be Stitch Me. It's even weave. I love it. It's the same thing that I'm stitching. All of my Acorns Hollows are on the same fabric. So this is where we're at. So you can see that first block is completely done. Those little ghosties, they're hard to see. I think it's just the lighting, but you can see them in real life. And we got the spider webs all done. And then we got the border done on block 2. And just a little bit, what you see there in the bottom corner is like the tree root starting. So I got that done. So I feel pretty good about, I think it will take me more than 15 hours to complete that second block, because if we look at it, look at all that. It's basically full coverage down here. Each of these blocks are 92 by 92, which, there's a lot of stitching. Look at block 3. That's a ton of stitching. That's almost full coverage. This one is full coverage. And so each block, if you do the math like a page on a Haid is 80 by 100 stitches about, usually. These are 92 by 92, and so these are actually more stitches. Well, I guess I should say that because the Haid is definitely full coverage and not all of these are full coverage. But anyway, there's a lot of stitching is my point, which you've heard me say. But I love it. I love it so much. This is kind of the piece that made me think, oh, I could stitch a Halloween piece, because I'm really not into Halloween, and I've kind of been collecting Halloween charts, which I blame Gary from Garon Stitchery and Sunshine Stitchers. Completely blame him for that. So that is my work on Halloween at Acorns Hollow. Block 1 and block 2 is started. I have it in this giant, this 12 by 18 inch bag. Somebody asked how big the large bags. This is from Garon Stitchery, Garon Toten Bags. This is 12 by 18. This is the large one. I have a few of these. My favorite is the 12 by 13 inch, which holds a 11 by 11 Q-snap very nicely. They have a sale today, so go check it out. I don't know when I'll get this uploaded, but Saturdays they usually have a sale, and you kind of do have to be right on it to get it. But I got this same print in the 12 by 13 because I just like that size a little bit better, and it just works a little bit better for me and my storage. Okay, so that's Halloween at Acorns Hollow. We showed stockings, and then, see, here's a good example of the 12 by 13 Garon bag. So the other Whip Go piece I had that was called for this month for me was Narnia by Jan Hicks of Jan Hicks Creates. And if you've been with me a while, you'll remember I started on this last year. I'm a mess here. Okay, so let's see what it looks like. So this is what it will look like. You can get it from her website, madforyarn.com. I really love it. I think it's great, and she's coming out with all sorts of new great pieces. So I just really like the symmetry of it and the motifs. Of course, I'm changing the colors because that's what Jan has taught me, that you can change colors. Now, let me show you. So I restarted this because I was stitching it on a fabric that I did not like. And I was really torn. So this is my start, and I know I've shown this before. So this is what I started on last year. So this is about 15 hours of work or so. I love the colors. I love the color of the fabric on it with the threads. But this is a 36 count linen and it's very slubby. The holes are hard for me to see. I messed up somewhere and I got really frustrated, and this was pretty slow going. And this is falling apart. But I wanted to show this because I did restart it. Let me show you the threads I'm using first of all. So this chart only calls for 2 colors of threads. I mean, of course, you can do whatever you want. But I'm using Victorian Motto sampler threads. I'm using coal, which is like a light black or dark gray. And I'm using cream puffs, which is like a creamy cream. And together, creamy cream, I don't know. Together, they're really pretty. It's kind of like a muted version of black and white, right? It's not as stark. And let me see if I can find what fabric I'm using. I probably wrote it down. Yes. So I got a new fabric. I went to Acorns and Threads, which is my local needlework shop. And I got a 32 count linen in natural brown. That's all it's called. And this is where I am so far. And I like it. It's not, the fabric isn't as dark as the previous fabric, but the cream shows up just fine. I like, this coal color has some brown undertones, and so it plays really nicely off of the brown linen. So it's a little bit lighter here. I can hold them up next to each other so you can get an idea of, so you can see this one's a bit darker. And this one's a bit lighter, but they still both work really well. So that's where I'm at so far. So I'm basically caught up. I have, a little more to do on this border, but I got further up here because this is so much easier for me to work on. And I don't know if that's a 32 count instead of a 36 or just a better, easier fabric to work on. It's not nearly as slubby. So I'm really enjoying that. Victorian Model sampler threads are a joy to work with. This is really my first time using them. They're gorgeous. They're so soft and smooth to work with. I'm really sorry about keep itching my nose. My allergies are just crazy. But yeah, so I really like this. I didn't write down how much I've done. I basically have one more night to work on. I'm going to work on this tonight. And that will finish my whip go rotation. That'll meet that goal for whip go, which will be, I think I only have 3 more hours to do, but I'll probably try to get a little more work in on that. And my goal on Narnia for this year, it's a little hefty of a goal. I said 4 pages on Narnia because that will be about halfway done. I'm really not even quite close to being done with page 1. I have quite a bit to do on page 1 yet, so we'll see. Although pages 4 and 8 are not full pages, they're really just like, I don't know, maybe they're like 20 stitches wide. So we will see how we do with that goal. And that's what I worked on this week. So that's really everything that I have. I only have a little piece of haul to share with you. I am in a finishing club through Crazy Annie's, where they send you just a kit of finishing supplies every other month, and it's all Lady Dot creates. And so this month's was Tidal Pool was the theme. It doesn't say what month. I think this is for April. Maybe it's for May. I'm not sure. But I'll show you what I got in it. Okay, first up is this pretty blue measuring tape. So that's fun. That'll come in handy. Put that in my stitching kit, or my sewing kit. We got some pins that are really nice with those big ball heads. So that's nice. We got some of this really pretty blue baker's twine for finishing. I don't know if this is Grosgrain ribbon, but it's a beautiful ribbon. And then we have this little palm ribbon. And then we have some cute little buttons. So the first one is this really pretty coral, which plays so nicely with the blues. I love this one with all the different colors. And then this sweet little bird. I love this. Oops, I'm going to drop it. Here we go. Isn't that cute? I like that. And then you get a piece of like backing, finishing fabric. And it's this beautiful color. And those are little starfish on it, which you can see. So this will be fun. And I really like collecting this stuff because once I do move, if I ever do move, it'll be nice to have some finishing supplies to work on finishing projects. And I like to, what I do is after I show them to you, I put them in a Ziploc baggie so that the kind of the kits stay together. So that's all my haul I have for this week. So let's move into giveaways. Now, giveaways for last week, we had, let me turn the page. I still have not gotten anything out. I think we'll be, I'll just let you know when I do. So first up is this cute little fox. And this is so cute. And a lot of you said, oh, that would look great as a baby sampler. And I think it really would. And the winner of this is Linda Fisatola. Linda, you won last week too. And I know I have something else to send you. So you're going to get a pretty good package sent to you. So Linda, this will be coming your way. Congratulations. And then we had this By the Bay Needle Arts chart. Aren't those pretty? This is the lemon and lime of the Stitch an Inch Garden. And the winner of this is Dee Neely. So Dee, congratulations. I know I already have your address as well. So I'll get that out in the mail to you hopefully soon. And then for next week, let's give away, this chart is from Twin Peaks Primitive. And it's called Freedom Train. And it says Liberty and Union. So this is, give me this size. I'm looking for the stitch count here. It's from 2019. It is 115 stitches wide by 75 stitches high, so not terrible. It calls for DMC. There are French knots and some back stitch, but other than that, it's all straight cross stitch. And there's not many colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 8 colors. So it's good. So if you want an opportunity to win this, please don't say win or giveaway or anything like that in the comments. I'll ship it anywhere in the world. But the keyword, my notes, is freedom. And I will try to get this out so you can stitch it in time for 4th of July. So there you go. Liberty and Union, Freedom Train by Twin Peaks Primitive. All right, so if you want a chance to stitch to win this chart, say something about freedom. Okay, now on to plans. So my plans for this week are pretty short and sweet. My Sunday mini mania that I'm going to be working on. This is one of those. Okay, so this is called Red Berry Wreath by Elizabeth's Needlework Designs. I think it's so cute, and I love that. That's a treasure. I can't find that exact one, so I'm going to have to find something different to put there. That one's just it's nowhere to be found. I don't know if they discontinued it. But this chart is from the Just Cross Stitch Christmas Ornaments 2018 issue. And I started last July for Jolly July. And this is 16 count white chocolate Aida that I'm stitching it on. And this is how far I got last year, and I have not pulled it out since. Can you tell I was out of certain colors? I definitely was out of certain colors. I had red, and that was all I had. So I think I have all the colors I need now to move forward on this, and hopefully it will be a finish. Yeah, you can see there's the other 2 colors that I needed for this chart. So I'm hoping for a finish. This one has some, what do you call it? Back stitch and Smyrna crosses in it. It does? Oh, the berries were supposed to be Smyrna crosses. I did not do that. I just did cross stitches. because that's a lot of smearing across this. And I wasn't going to do it. So I just did regular cross stitches. So basically all I have left is back stitch and cross stitch. And you can see the berry leaves are some back stitch. And then the gold is cross stitch. So I'm going to work on that tomorrow on Sunday. And then the rest of the week, recognize this bag by now? The rest of the week, we're going to be working on Spring at Hawk Run Hollow, block number 8. So this is what it will look like when it's done. Block 8 is this one right here. It says the fig tree puts forth its figs. So I'll be working on that. My goal is to finish it this month. And just because it's out of the Q-snap right now, let's go ahead and take a look at the whole thing again. So we're starting up there with the bird's nest. I am missing, there's something in here. It's supposed to say Hawk Run or something, I think. I don't know what it says. I haven't decided what I'm going to put there, but I'm going to put something like Zook and the year I finished, or something like that. See Zook and the year I finished, instead of Hawk Run. That personalizes it a little bit. But so this is where we're at so far. And I was looking through kind of my notes. I didn't remember, because I feel like I've been working on this for so long. I didn't remember. I started this last year for Mania. So, I mean, there were several months when I didn't work on it, or several months when it took me much longer to get one block done. But if I can stick to a block a month, we're about to start block 8, I should be done with this in September. So that's my goal. So you can see we still have a ways to go. But that's block 7 you see there, and then block 8 will be right there. So we have not started on it yet, but that's what the whole piece looks like. So it's long and narrow, but it'll be good. I just dropped all my notes. So that's my goal. So tonight I'm gonna finish my last rotation of Narnia. Tomorrow I'll do the red berry wreaths, and then the rest of the week I will spend working on Spring at Hawk Run Hollow. And that's all I have for you today. I still haven't done the flip throughs. I should have time, hopefully, to do them today or tomorrow. So hopefully you can look through that. I owe you 3 flip throughs yet. So be on the lookout for that. And I hope you have a great stitchy week. And I'll see you next week. Bye.